Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Solo session today. Magic is, I believe, picking up his children. Um, it's been a interesting day. I will go over why in a second, but can we all just give some love to the thumbnail? Hats off to Magic. It is a very good one. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So yesterday we got the move down to. Today's gonna be more day trading based, I guess. I don't really do the high time frame stuff. That's more Magic's situation. He that's his thing. I'll do the day trading stuff. But to be fair, his analysis from yesterday, the high time frame analysis, it does remain the same. So more intraday stuff. Let's go through what happened. So we did take the previous day low. We didn't come down and tap the single prints, which I would have preferred. But you take the trades that you get. Let's go and have a look at the actual low, because I actually haven't done that yet myself. Volume is mediocre, 30 million, though it's not to be sniffed at. We've had much higher volume on highs and lows as of late, and really nothing to really go over in the delta. So, nothing to really mention that. Open interest delta pretty much the same. Volume okay, but not perfect. One thing that I really want to go over today is the sheer amount of longs that have come in. It's been really insane. And I've been saying this in the group all day. They really are having a hard time. So we've had a few potential day trades if one was at the computer to take it. I was not, which is regrettable because they seem to have played out pretty nicely. The first one was the gold pocket from the high up here. I will pull it on trading view. Go to the 5 minute and zoom in. There we go. So I was actually using this one as the high, pulling it over down to the low that was made. And you tapped it just about, you effectively tapped it earlier, but you came over, you did just swing failure pattern it, and you came down and tested the view up. So that was a sweet trade if anyone was there to take it. The next one, I can't remember which one I was, I posted in the group, but I believe it just got run straight through. Actually, it was here based on the China pivot. Let me pop the China pivot up. That is not the change it so it's on the daily. It was on the China pivot and on the basis that you're taking this high. So even that came down and gave you a decent little scalp if one was there at the computer. I've been out pretty much the whole day. It's what it is. But right now, really looking at the footprint, did Magic fall asleep? No, he did not. But did you notice that this stream is on time for once? It is never me. But yeah, no, Magic he's collecting his children. I believe it's spring break or something in America. So that's he's occupied in that front. But yeah, today's been, you just had so many longs come in. Even from 8 o'clock my time this morning, the CVD and the delta has just been going through the roof. It's really been a steady climb. But then every time you've had a huge spike in open interest, and it has always been on the longs front. Here, one could make a case for this candle here for positions changing hands. Only 2.7 million open interest, a huge 7.1 million delta. Here again, huge open interest increase, 5.5 million positive delta. This is longs coming in, and this one here is positions changing hands on top of longs coming into the charts, which didn't really get squeezed out, but certainly, arguably could say position change hands there, but it's going against my bias right now. So how dare it? Oh, and look at this one here, 7.3 million on pretty much nothing on the open interest from. Me looking at this, I read this as someone is building a really big short and lots of longs are buying into it. Everywhere you look, here again, 3.3 million, really high volume. When you get really high volume, tends to be market maker activity. You have to keep that in your mind, and you have to try and dissect it, okay? Because who's got the most volume in the markets? It's the market maker. 17 million here, 7 million positive delta. Positive delta, 3 million open interest. arguably some shorts closing out and some longs coming in. Would the what market maker be buying into 25k? It's not smart money doing that. Here again, arguably more positions changing hands. And this here was really interesting. I immediately put in the group, this is not a good look for the longs that have been building all day. Have a huge spike, 8.9 million, huge open interest increase. Immediately in the next 10 minutes, they were pretty much put underwater, and we're trying to free them here as the volume's kind of dropping off, but it's not doing a very good job of it. And I feel like what price is doing here and throughout the day has been climbing higher to draw in more longs, because what do people think when price goes up? It's the basic traders. One of the basic knowledge is getting all my words wrong. One of the rookie traders' mistakes is buying at the highs, or they see green, time to buy. Price goes up, I buy. It's not the right thing to do. Price has been going up all day. What do people start to think? Price is going to continue going up. And though it has, how many of them will have been taking profits given the areas that we've hit? I would bet a lot of money that not many of them have been taking profits on this move up. So a lot of longs coming in. We've really not tested them, tested any of the stop losses or gone to a position where we'd be forcing them out just yet. So looking at what we've got here, I really, 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 really favor a move down coming soon. So my bias has been to look for shorts all day. We did have going back to TradingView just quickly, an interesting thing on the London session. So the London session is 10 o'clock for me till 4. We did have an interesting thing as soon as New York opened. It quickly opened, dropped down, and then came up and back tested the value area high for the London range. So, these are the intraday things that one can spot, because when you've seen this, typical range knowledge, once you've back tested the value area high, where are you going to go? You go to the point of control, as it did, and actually came down and tapped the value area low. So right now, this certainly could come up higher. I would like either an SFP of the London high that was made, currently the day high, or we come and SFP these regions in the charts. But nothing happens during the London session. Well, it's been good recently, but trust me. The London session is not always as giving. It's why normally I go out during the day for the London session, and then, try and get there for the New York session. But recently it has been very good the past couple of days. But trust me, DCF, when the London session is dead, I will remember and I will be on your case. So, be here for that day, because I will definitely call you out on it. But yeah, right now, really looking to us for either take this high, take this one. Now, where am I really wrong in my analysis of, a quick move down and trapping all these traders that have come in? It would have to be the naked point of control that's above us. So the naked point of control, I believe it's for this day here. So 4 till 4 is the day for me. So the point of control is way up here. Granted, it is very high, but I think if you were to get the gold pockets here is resistance, which isn't the best if you break up. You've still got that naked point of control. This could come up a long way, and you've seen how many people are buying already. And realistically, zooming out, just going on the 4 hour, look at where we are. Oh, ignore all this. That is disgusting, Maxi boy. But yeah, looking at this, is this a good time to buy? It's really not. It's really not. Even, swing traders, not many people are day trading in and out, in and out, in and out. Swing traders should not be buying up here. However, the amount of buying that is taking place up here is rather absurd. So, you have got the golden pocket, which is also an area that I am looking for shorts. It's not to be forgotten. The issue with it is there is zero confluences with it. I can't find a single confluence with it. So if anyone in the group does have a confluence there, please, let me know. We've got a high there, and it has been support once. So, but they are very minor. They're not very really important confluences. But there's just not much there for that golden pocket. The naked point of control, similar situation, but it's your last area of resistance. And that's how far you can go without being wrong in this situation. But while we get this move up and we're not taking any of the lows, and we took one low there, but as we're not taking any of the lows today, it just adds into the fact of chances are you're going to come and take some of these lows at some point. And in that case, I really do favor the single print being tested again, because that'll be a quick move down and it will absolutely destroy all of the traders that have bought in today, because there's been a lot. When you zoom in, it really has been absurd, because when you do look at it, they've really not been taking you anywhere. So I'm just going to draw some boxes for the places that I want to take shorts, just for the ease of it, I guess. So it's easy to look at. So short here, I do favor a SFP of the London high. It's normally a nice little trade, so maybe a little scalp prior to coming up and testing this one. Other one is the gold pocket, really weak on this one, not a big fan. And then the last one is the naked point of control. And again, I'm even less of a fan of this, but this is how high price can go while drawing in buyers that think it's suddenly going to go to 30k, because that's all you've been getting from majority of influencers this week. On my quick scans of what people have been saying throughout the week, it is 30k is coming. They're turning the money printer on, 30k is coming. And I don't know, time and time again, retail get wrecked. So I prefer to trade against them than with them, personally. So yeah, with the amount of buying that's gone on today, with the amount of liquidity that is below us, I can just see a quick move coming. Does it mean it's going to go now immediately? Of course not. It can, the higher they go, the more people seem to buy in. So price can go higher, but I don't think it's going to take the highs. Personally, I think we do go and see that single print before we see the high, and I'd probably close it, to be honest with you. Could just purely on the amount of liquidity that's going to be here. But it does add to the fact that it could be a very good swing failure pattern. I know Magic asked me yesterday if there is a chance to do it, and it was really hard to kind of determine given the time. But looking at the orders that we've had coming in today with a huge increase in open interest, if we get to that point, if we get to the single print, and I'll just show the single print for you guys because it is still very important. If we were to get here, let me just reset these so they're not merged and we can see it clearly. If we were to get down here and come and test it, and we were to see positions changing hands, or the fools start shorting it, which I guess is not a bad time to short considering where we are if you really zoom out on like the 4 hour or daily time frame. However, day traders among us should not be shorting there. And if there are shorts that come in and get trapped, as the longs have been coming in and been getting trapped today, it offers us a trade to the upside. And position changing hands, trapped shorts, these are the things that if you are watching the order flow, is really what you want to see. But yeah, that's the really the long side is a difficult one to really try and call longs on, because I really dislike when you get moves up like this where the lows are just kind of left there. And majority of the time, though they can offer us swing failure patterns, that'll be the longs trade, which is a really easy one to kind of point out and spot. But if you are marking your lows, there is by all chance that you could get an SFP of each and every one of these lows, even if it just takes you $100 to $200, because that's all you really need. $100, $200 is $100 is not even 0.5% right now, but it's good enough. We can take $100 trades. How many lows we've got? 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and you're going to be a happy man. So if you've got $400 trades, $400 scalps from these lows, you're going to be a very happy day. It's going to be a good day for trading for you. So they're the only longs I'd really point out right now. But I like the fact that this day open here comes right below these two lows. So very, I'd favor that one. And if not, probably go to the previous day low. But yeah, really a simple day. Please, 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 to all of our followers, do not be the people that are longing this little rise. You should have been longing down here, not longing as price climbs and gets trapped. Following the trend, though it works, if you have a set strategy and set take profits for a given strategy to take longs with the momentum. If you are just seeing the price go up and thinking price is going up, it's going to keep going up, you're going to get wrecked. And if you're not wrecked today, you probably will be wrecked tomorrow. That strategy will not work long term. So please do not be those people. Sorry. But yeah, the whole chart today has just not been, though it's been going up and we have had buys, it's a strong uptrend, but have they really been doing a good job considering the amount of buyers coming in? I would argue no, because when you see buyers come in here and get trapped, when you see buyers come in here and it immediately traps them, it's not the best look. So though it can keep going up, I really do favor shorts for the day. So quick and easy, 60 minutes on time, actually finishing at past for once. So yeah, I've really not got too much else to say, but be cautious taking longs and stack crypto low key. You're late. I'm early for once because Magic's not here and you're late. But nice to have you in here. 19 people. It has been my pleasure. Really nothing on the charts to long. A lot of hype news happening in the coming weeks. Traders will be traders, I suppose. Yeah, very much so. That's is how it is. See some bullish news and they buy. But realistically, bullish news is pretty much incorporated into the chart within an hour or so. And then it's the reaction comes after that. The big players make their move. When you see that huge volatility and the price is jumping $5 or $6 within a second, that's where the real underlying market makers that are following the news, that's where they're working. And then what comes after tends to be the followers of that news. So it's why normally you see a news will break and then you get the initial, it'll go one direction, then it'll always come and wreck the others because it's taking out people out of the market that are waiting for the move. So it'll come down, take them out, and then blast up or blast down. But yeah, right now, I'm really just not seeing anything that's bullish. Obviously, it's kind of counterintuitive considering open interest is going up, but they're just not doing a very good job really at moving the price, if you ask me. So favoring shorts, and we'll see how that suggestion goes tomorrow. I'm either very right or very wrong. But yeah, ending the stream here. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to pop my QR code right here. Oh, bosh. For the comment that was yesterday, that is Max's favorite part of the day, adding that bad boy to the thing. There we are. But yeah, I appreciate you guys all tuning in. Quick stream. Hopefully, you guys can get some trades in on this analysis.